thumbnail's done. That was awkward. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the 25 things you didn't know about me. Haven't even thought about them yet. Haven't even written them down. Nothing. I really should plan these out before I do anything, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I got my list. I found some things. The first video game that I ever played wasn't actually Ocarina of Time. It was probably Diddy Kong Racing. My mum's name is Sheila, but apparently my nan wanted to call her Anne, but my granddad apparently named her behind my mum's. I don't really know how it worked, but she ended up as Sheila. I have two massive alpacas. One's called Albert and the other one's called Roxanne, and they are in love, and... Okay, this is weird. The first colour I ever dyed my hair was black when I was 13. If I could only choose one song to sum up my entire teenage life, it would be I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. I say that because that's the one song I legitimately had on repeat from the time I came back from school to the time I went to bed. I also love Jared Way so much I put him on all of my books at school. And it freaked my science teacher out so much. The first hamster I ever had was called Speedy. I think I was about 10 years old, and when it died, my mum cried and I didn't. I named it Speedy because in one episode of one of my favourite shows called Recess, they had a hamster called Speedy. If you and I were to go on a date in Starbucks, I would have a green tea. That's mostly because I hate coffee. I legitimately will not drink it. Lattes, cappuccinos, hell no. So working in a cafe, yeah, that sucked. My first TV appearance was on local TV when I was about 8 or 9. They were doing some sort of news report at my school and I was in the background just doing my maths work. I was so excited. My wardrobe is genuinely 90% jumpers and they're mostly fluffy like this. I remember exactly where I was on September 11th, 2001. It was the day I was supposed to go and see a pop group called Hearsay with my mum. Came home from school, found out that happened, and then we tried getting into London and everywhere in central London was just shut off. To this day, I still can't watch any documentaries on 9/11 or any kind of crashes, explosions or anything because I just really hate watching explosions. My favourite musical of all time is Chicago, but I also really love the Book of Mormon. I've seen the Book of Mormon twice in 2 years, both times on my birthday, and it's been fantastic both times. I first attempted YouTube on a really terrible handycam back in 2010, 2011 when I was in college. Needless to say, I didn't really quite get the hang of it. I am incredibly superstitious. Whereas most people put their TV volume on an even number, I always have to have mine on an odd number, which means that I am the worst person to invite round to your house. My favourite scents in the entire world are lavender and orange scented things. Back when I was in college, when I was about 17, I had a part-time job in McDonald's. It sucked, but I'm not ashamed of it. It taught me the value of working hard and being treated like shit for dirt pay, so there you go. I was mostly on the fry station and I still have a scar up there from when oil splashed on me. I really want to visit Antarctica once in my life. My first EP wasn't actually Distance, it was one called Human Behaviour, which I released when I was 19. You can still find that on emmablackery.bandcamp.com, I think. I think that's it. There's loads of old demo tracks when I was like 18, 19, so go and snoop on my past life. My first celebrity crush was Charlie Simpson, so that's all good. Now we're going on tour together. Next year, I'm really hoping to turn my Feel Good 101 series into a book, although I'm quite worried that because loads and loads of YouTubers have released books, people are going to be like, oh, she's cashing in, but I've genuinely wanted to have it as a book for so long. It turns out that I love any food that gives you a bad breath. Garlic, onion, just garlic and onion. Actually. I passed my driving test when I was 19 on my second attempt. My first attempt I failed because I went straight ahead in the left turn only lane and I didn't signal or check my mirrors when I came off a dual carriageway at 70 miles an hour. Still don't check my mirrors or signal when I come off a motorway at 70 miles an hour. I have a Russian dwarf hamster named Sally who my dad bought while I was at Playlist Live, and the reason that she's called Sally is because I said to Patty Waters, hey, what should I name my hamster? And he just went, Sally. So stop nibbling me. And lastly, because I've been drinking Coke since I was like 5 years old, I have really sensitive teeth because the acid has just worn them away. So now I can't eat chocolate without pain, and it's actually kind of made me really not like the taste of chocolate anymore. So I hope this was interesting. I hope you learned some things about me. I'm quite interested to know which of these facts did you know before I made this video. And make sure to leave your questions for Ask Emma on Friday on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit. And I shall see you guys later. Catch you later. Bye-bye. I am talking too fast. My mouth hurts.